Hello everyone, myself Dwanil Gangani back again with a new video. Today we are going to discuss on a very interesting topic that is booting sequence. So let's start the topic. Basically, I want to ask you one question that have you ever tried to know the internals or the behind the scene what is going when we are starting our PC and after a period of time we can see our home screen and Windows is loaded. So, simple words, I can say that a booting is a process when all the specific program which are needed by OS is loaded into the main memory. Is taken from the secondary memory to main memory. This is known as one type of booting process. Booting. There are two types of category in booting process. One is hard booting and soft booting. Whenever we restart our computer, it is referred to a reboot, means hard or cold. Here, the booting, the computer starts from a completely dead state. Basically, hard booting is means whenever you press the Alt F4 key, means all the data will be lost. Means it will forcefully, if any process is going on or application is running on, if you press Alt F4, then it will forcefully close all the application. This is called the hard booting. All the data might be lost. So this is not recommended. So the other is soft booting, means the going to Windows and going to power button and then shut down. This is called as soft booting. One of the example of soft booting. Uh, there are six stages of the Unix boot process. So let's start with BIOS, basic input output system, and for BIOS stands for basic input output system. It used to search, load, and execute the bootloader program, and then it looks the bootloader. It used to look the bootloader. Is there any hard drive or floppy or CD-ROM? So you can press F12 or F2 key for seeing the BIOS data. Means you can change the sequence of booting you want. So in simple terms, I can say the BIOS used to load and execute the MBR bootloader. Uh, MBR stands for the master boot record. Is located in the first sector of the bootable disk. BR is less than the 512 bytes size, so it is divided in three components. Primary bootloader information in first, that is a 446 bytes, and partition table information in next 64 bytes, and MBR validation checks in last 2 bytes. It contains the information about grub. So in simple terms, MBR loads and execute the grub bootloader. Grub is stands for Grand Unified Bootloader. If you have a multiple kernel images installed on your system, generally we have two or three images in our system. So we generally we select any one. But if you don't select any image, then it will select the default image which you have set in the grub config file. Grub has the knowledge of the file system. Grub config file is in, this is I'm talking about the Unix. Grub config file is in boot grub config. Grub, this is the path. In simple terms, grub just loads and execute the kernel. While MBR used to load and execute the all processes means into the RAM MBR, and grub used to load and execute the kernel. Kernel executes the SB init program. Here all the programs are there which OS need while starting all. Since init was the first program to be executed, Unix kernel, it has a process ID. So kernel is the one process who has process ID 1. Init RD stands for initial RAM disk. Init RD is used by kernel as a temporary root file. Init RD uses that kernel as a temporary root file. After the system is being booted, and then the real root file system is mounted. This init. Look at the etc init tab file to decide the Linux run level. These are the different types of run level. Init identifies the default init level from the etc in tab. Here the default init level is being given that to load all the appropriate program. Execute grep init default etc in tab used to identify the default run level. This is the run level program. When the Linux system is booting up, you might see various services getting started. Under the etc.rc.d directory, you will see the programs that start with S and K. S stands for the startup, means program which are starting, and K for stands for the shutdown. There are number right next to S and K in the program names. Means those are the sequence number in which the process will start, or the uh, sequence number the process will kill, means it will end while shutting down the PC. These are the we can also automate all these things by defining rc.d, means in this file whatever we want to do, means while the OS is booted, when OS is launched, whatever programs we can say as whatever configurations we can do, configuring the web servers, at the time of booting it will execute all those commands. That's it from my side. Thank you everyone.